to another DorkLair action figure review. Today I'm taking a look at the Cosmic Legions Tusk Engineer Test Shot. And again, another big thank you to Miles Copland for helping me get my hands on this figure. Like many of the others in the series I did, he was a huge help, as were so many people in the Mythic Legions community, specifically the Mythic Legions Cabal Facebook group. If you're on Facebook and you like Legions, both Cosmic and Mythic, and you're not in the Mythic Legions Cabal or the Cosmic Legions Cabal, then what are you waiting for? Get over there, join. It's an awesome community of action figure collectors and just fans of Four Horsemen in general. So great place to be. Mythic Legions Cabal, Cosmic Legions Cabal. This will probably end up being a little bit of a quicker one because much of this figure is shared with Zirian Spire. Pretty much the entire body itself, minus this overlay piece and the heads and, you know, the accessories and stuff. It's pretty much Zirian Spire. They have the same body. They'll look drastically different once painted, but as test shots, they are very, very similar. So I won't get too crazy with being repetitive. If you want to see a further look at this particular buck, then go ahead and watch the Zirian Spire video after this one. But unique to this figure indeed is this head sculpt that's very android-like, and then this chest piece right here. This is one piece that goes over the shoulder and sort of pegs into the shoulder pauldron slots. That just really kind of transforms the whole look of this figure, because if you stand it next to Ziri, they don't look a ton alike until you really get a close look at the kind of the lower half. But this does have a removable piece here, and like the other Tusk characters, they seem to be androids under there, or, you know, very tech heavy helmets with eyes like cam eyes or something like that. But pretty cool look right here at that head sculpt. And there is an alternate actual alien head sculpt that comes with it that I'll show with the accessories. But there's a look at the parts that are different from Ziri, and then just a little quick turnaround of the rest of the body. Again, this has a lot of Mythic Legions 2.0 parts, the upper arms and the upper legs. So that's a pretty high percentage of the figure that's actually Mythic Legions parts. And then you have the new parts on the lower legs and the lower arms. And then these are removable. These are accessories, and we'll talk about those in a bit. But overall, a pretty straightforward figure. Nothing too crazy here with the engineer. And like the other Tusk soldier type characters, this one is a Legion builder. So this is an army builder type figure with fewer paint applications. Great for customizing. I think the original direct pre-order price was $25 and the retail price is $40. The engineer stands right under 6.5 inches. And here it is next to the other two female body characters. On the left is Zirian Spire, on the right is Vorga. And here it is with the Tusk Sentry on the left and the Savexian Prison Guard on the right. And here it is next to a couple Mythic Legion test shots. On the left is the Baron Voligar 2, but with the Cronin head sculpt on there. And on the right is Nubnik the Goblin Assassin. Here we have a couple figures that I think fit in with Cosmic Legions. On the left is the Silverhawks Quicksilver from Ramen Toys. And on the right is a Mezco Krig with a custom head sculpt painted by Eric Miller, EM Custom Parts. And finally, a couple familiar comic book figures. On the left is a Marvel Legends Retro Green Goblin. On the right is the Mafex Dark Knight Returns Superman. For accessories, it does come with this bladed sort of staff, I don't know, prison guard type weapon right here. Comes with a pair of these blaster pistols, and they have the port holes on the opposite sides. Does come with a pair of these arm attachments, and these can plug in to any of the standard ports that the figures have. So it can go on the arm there, or it could potentially go on the back here, or it could even go on the side of one of the weapons like this. And so you could have, you know, a modified weapon or something. On the figure itself are a pair of gripping hands with horizontal hinges. Comes with a pair of trigger hands, also horizontal hinges. A pair of half gesturing, maybe weapon cradling type hands, and those also have horizontal hinges. And a pair of fists with horizontal hinges. So there are no vertical hinges on this specific figure's hands. And then here's a look at that alternate head sculpt with an alien head, which again, like similar to the other Tusk characters, like it seems kind of like the same shape as the helmeted head, but I kind of wonder if there's a head under there, just the way the helmet's shaped, maybe. I mean, the eye in the center kind of suggests maybe the same thing, but I don't know. I almost feel like these are drones that are meant to be in the same shape, sort of, as the people they are replacing. And I almost forgot to mention that it does come with the 2 differently sized plugs for attaching different weapons and things to the figure. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint and can cock side to side. It can look up, it can look down, and it can twist. So good range of motion, even though there's just that one point of articulation in the head sculpt that kind of gets the job done. Arm is on a swivel and a hinge. Again, I'm not going to get crazy with pushing the articulation. These aren't my figures, and I don't want to stress things or break things or do anything to harm the figure. So there's a single jointed elbow, there's a twist at the elbow, there's a twist at the forearm, there's a twist at the wrist and a hinge. And then at the upper torso, you have that upper torso double ball joint up top there, twist at the waist, hinge and swivel at the legs, but there's also a twist at the top of the thigh. And then you have a single jointed leg. This feels a little stiff, so I'm not going to push it, but that can definitely come to at least 90 degrees. Twist below the knee, and then you have a twist at the ankle, hinge at the ankle, and a rocker as well for some pivot. So yeah, this was a pretty quick one. This is very much the same figure as Xerion Spire. If you want to see those two side by side, check out the Xerion Spire review. And until next time, may the Force be with you.